Welcome, 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 gorgeous soul, to Live Your Best Life with me, your host, Kat Googe, also known as the Joy Queen. We will be having rich and honest conversations about what feeling joyful really means, how to notice more pockets of joy every day, even on the tough ones, and whether laughter really is the medicine we're missing in our lives. I am super passionate about joy, and I love to teach how to intentionally bring it into everyday life instead of waiting for it to happen. I'm a passionate laughter yogi and Reiki healer who is on a mission of global joy, and my heartfelt desire, darling one, is that as we hang out together, you get to reignite your inner joy so you can make the most of your dance on this planet. So, without any further ado, let's dive in. Hey, gorgeous souls. Welcome to the final episode of season 4 of Live Your Best Life. I can't believe we have got to the end of season 4 already. And as I sit back and reflect about all the gorgeous guests and the individual episodes I've done, I just feel so grateful that we have had such a wealth of deep and rich conversations. We've had authors, we've had running coaches, we've had people working in various areas of the wellness spaces, teaching dance, yoga, all the things. And with all of these people, and this is always my aim for this podcast, is we are bringing people with heart to your ears, people that care about your well-being, your being well, people that care about the world, people that are here to help the world feel a better place to exist in, even if it's just in a tiny little section, you know? And I think this is a thing as a collective. If we all step up and do our thing, then we all get to be part of this conscious ripple, if you like. And I think it's key for us to remember, whilst we are talking about joy, you know, I encourage people always to choose joy, to be joy seekers, to have a joy radar. It's about every part of our humanness having a seat at the table. But what I would love you to remember in all of this is, yes, sorrow, grief, loss, sadness, stress, anxiety, anger, they all get seats at the table, because if we negate them and we push them down, we don't allow, what happens if they just build and build and build and build, and it just becomes too much. So all the feels get to have a seat at the table. But the invitation here is, don't leave joy out, right? Do not leave joy out. And I think it's probably what we're guilty of as humans, is we can be so caught up in how we're feeling that we don't necessarily give joy a voice. And my goodness, when joy is invited to sit at the table, like her voice, you know, she's here to be heard. She's here to be seen in all the tiny, tiny little pieces. So as we wrap up this series, and this is what, season 4, I really hope what you take away with you is that actually, like, when we decide to have conversations about joy and allow joy to be heard and lose some of the fear that we can have around joy, because that's definitely something that comes up for us, you know, that fear, that vulnerability around joy. If we speak about joy, if we keep giving the energy to joy, keep giving space to joy, like we will absolutely be inviting more in. And so if like when you do kind of like an audit of where you're at, and if you kind of think, oh, do you know what? I don't really talk about joy very much. I don't really think about my own joy. I don't stop to consider what it would be like. This is the juicy invitation here to actually start changing those pieces, even if it's just by like 1%, 5%, a tiny increment, it all adds up, right? Every little step leads to like a destination. And what we're trying to do here is for joy to not be an end result, for joy to be all the way along in all the steps. And we get to do this by inviting her to the table, you know. To wrap this series up, I had the utter pleasure of interviewing a few different people from various different spaces I'm involved with. One of them is a wonderful networking space local to me in Leigh-on-Sea, Essex, called Her Circle, run by the amazing Charlie Best. And I interviewed some of the wonderful souls there. We meet monthly at Bits on the Side in Leigh-on-Sea, fabulous, fabulous local cafe. And yeah, we come together and we share and connect and feel less alone as business owners. So what she's created is fabulous. So I grabbed um, three different people from there, wonderful Leanne and Amy and Kerry, all doing amazing things in the world with their businesses. And yeah, I just asked them the simple question, what brings you joy? And it was so wonderful to listen to their responses. I also had the pleasure of interviewing a couple other people in a wonderful space I'm part of called the Aligned Business Club, run by the wonderful Lucia Craddock. Again, based local to me, but it's online, available for everyone. And we were at one of her monthly events. She does in-person monthly events at different venues. And again, so great for you as a solo business owner. And I interviewed Lucia and the wonderful V, and again, just posed the question. And the biggest thing that came back to me was when people are allowed to speak about joy and just to have that space, that freedom, oh, their eyes light up, their energy shifts. You'll hear it in their voices as they're talking, right? But yeah, you feel it. You feel it. So have a little listen and yeah, like see what you receive from what they share because it's all beautiful. Oh, I am joined by the oh so gorgeous Leanne, and I would love to know, my darling. You know that I am super passionate about joy, and I know it is something that you really value. So I'd love to know what brings you joy, my darling.
Oh, I mean, that is a tough one because there are lots of things that bring me joy. I mean, my first thought was singing. I absolutely love singing. But then I thought of something else actually that I think I love more than singing that brings me more joy is watching my children succeed in whatever their passion is. Watching how, the amount of work that they put in, and then when that pays off and seeing them succeed, like mainly in their sports and things like that, and school or whatever it is, seeing my children succeed just brings me so much joy.
Oh, I love that. And like, I'd love to go back to your singing, right? When you are singing, like, how does that feel in your body? Like, what's the energy that brings all that joy?
It just lifts you. It just absolutely lifts you singing. Even if to start with you think, oh no, I'm a little bit nervous to do this. I would suggest to anyone, just do it. Just pick up a mic or don't do it in the shower. Try in the shower first because obviously in the shower you sound fabulous. We all sound fabulous, but it just it raises your energy and just makes you feel happy. And I can't explain it. I mean, there is science behind it, obviously.
Yeah.
I couldn't explain that science behind it, but it is definitely true. You know, once you start singing, it can just, I don't lift your spirits and just bring you so much joy.
Yeah. And when I look at you, you can see your whole body, your face, everything is fully connected with it. So I'm like fully on board. And I think that's so important, isn't it? About the things that bring us joy. It's releasing any idea of perfect.
Yeah.
It is about just being
Yeah.
and feeling and following that passion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because there's a lot of people I know that would say, oh no, I can't sing, I can't do it, and I sound awful and I'm, you know, so out of tune. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay, you might not want to sing in front of loads of people, but just at home, around your kitchen, like I say, in your shower, wherever that might be, if you're feeling low and you need to raise your energy, then get those tunes on and sing at the top of your voice.
Yeah, love it. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, my darling.
You're
super grateful. Okay, I'm joined now by the gorgeous Amy, who's just smiling beautifully at me. Amy, I would love to know, my darling, I know joy is something that you give a lot of energy to, and I know that's something that you prioritize. So, yeah, what is it that brings you joy, my lovely?
So you bring me joy, and your sessions bring me joy. The things I love about the sessions, probably most of all, is the dance. I find dance is massive uplifter for me. Putting on a really good tune first thing in the morning, dancing in the shower, literally like no one's watching, because obviously they're not, because I'm in the shower, so it's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, that brings me joy. My kids bring me joy, just sort of seeing, you know, where they're all at in their different stages of life, and the hugs bring me joy.
Yeah.
Few and far between when they get to teenagers,
yeah.
But you take what you
them
can
when we
get.
can, yeah.
Definitely. And meeting up with friends and just sharing the time with friends is really, really important to me. That really brings me joy, which is what I've got planned for today, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think friends that really uplift you, spending time with people that really raise your vibe and make you feel, you know, you go home feeling lifted.
It makes a big difference who we surround ourselves with, doesn't it? And I love all you shared. And I think actually the biggest gift we can give ourselves is thinking and talking about joy, you know, and not leaving it as something that's nice to have down the line. So finding it, like all the things that you shared, like they're simple but powerful, right? Like you said, like dancing, singing in the shower, doing whatever that is, you know, and connecting with your friends and taking the hugs from your kids when you can, you know. They're simple, beautiful pleasures, aren't they?
Yeah,
so,
everyday things that anyone can
things.
do, and just to lift, you know, to lift you.
Yeah.
Even listening to music, I think, is uplifting. You know, if you find the right tracks that you feel, that make you smile and make you feel happy, or you sing along to or dance to. Yeah, music is medicine as well, I think.
It really is. And I think above all of this, it's like we are the medicine, right? So it's find the things that are going to spark the joy and make the space, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. You're an absolute legend.
My
Bless
pleasure.
you, darling. Bless
my
you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Super excited to be joined by the oh so wonderful Kerry Green, photographer extraordinaire, who I get to play with in the Sun of Flowers very, very soon.
Oh, I can't wait.
Can't wait. My darling, I would love to know what brings you joy, my lovely. Like when you think about joy, like what like leaps for you?
So hello, first of all, thank you for having me. And I was talking to the ladies about this, and what they said to me was, what do you do when you're feeling a bit low to lift you up a little bit? I watch comedy.
Right.
People who are funny and have funny bones really bring me joy. And because I feel like I can do that, I just don't have the performative confidence. When I'm like that around people that I'm safe around, I know it brings them joy, which brings me joy.
Yeah.
So I like being the funny person because it lifts them. So I suppose really lifting other people would be my joy. So if ever I take a photo of someone, and they are a little bit hesitant around it, I'm like, oh no, don't be hesitant. I want you to be all joyful and happy and love it. And they go, yeah, I am. I do love it. And it takes a little bit of time, I think, sometimes for people to sort of see the joy that I see.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, I like lifting other people, and that brings me, a lot of joy, I think.
And I guess, so I'm picturing you as you're sharing that, I guess the essence of that is like lifting other people so they can just be themselves and not like worry about, what will someone think, what will someone say, and and I think that is such a joy blocker, isn't it? It's like, is my laugh okay? Am I laughing too loud, too long, all the things, am I responding in the right way? So like we can make joy feel a bit further away from how we like kind of view it. So I think the more we can dial into ways of like simple pleasures, like I'm looking at you and like your pink on your trousers are like, I'm getting a massive hit off that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, find the things. We're recording this right by some really beautiful leaves, and I'm just giving that a little rub, and
I'm all about looking around as a
a
photographer as well. I notice things, and walking in nature is something that definitely brings me joy because I feel it around me. Walk barefoot, try it. It's so nice. You can sort of feel. And actually, I met up with the blue tits who do the swimming in the estuary at the weekend, and we swam in the Ray. So we walked out to the Ray and we swam there. And actually, it was you who inspired me to get in the water, because last time I saw you, you went into the sea at Thorpe Bay Beach Huts. And I thought to myself, it's so freeing, isn't it? Because if you can't touch the bottom and you're just floating and swimming around and really at one with nature, that's a feeling that you can't match. Definitely. I love that feeling. Walking in nature, swimming in nature, but also noticing things around you as well. I mean, that disco ball is not nature, but I love disco balls.
Oh, and look at the lights and that little chandelier, like what it's sending out from it, those
details.
Little ripples, like as we're sitting here, like the leaves are dancing in the wind, and there's like, you can hear the little rustle. I'm like, isn't that clever that all these leaves like get together and create this sound? Right. So it's like our senses get activated.
It's
in
like
the
a
sea,
calling.
It is. This like the sights, the sounds, the smells. It's all the things. So I'm so with you. Mother Nature always holds you.
Really
like
does.
The sea. Like she is there to just give you like the biggest lift.
She
and
is.
Hug.
Because you're going to float. And she's going to sort of carry you. But I love her power as well. Because water is the most powerful element. And being a Pisces, I'm all about the water. And I actually stayed somewhere with my daughter recently, and we had a place which was next to a body of water, but we also were putting the fire on. So it was a really lovely juxtaposition. So it was like the elements. So the water. We went out on the boat on the water. We also had a nice little hot tub as well, which we went into. But just putting the fire on and just feeling the warmth from it. I think as well, what brings me joy, as much as I love summer and I love the sunlight and I love light, I do love when the nights start to draw in, and I love being cold and being able to warm up. I love that feeling. But again, it's all senses, isn't it? So like blankets and textures and feelings and stuff. But I like the fact that we've got a lot of what we have around us from nature. Because, a bear hug. So
Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm literally, from all you've shared, I'm like drifting off visually into all those places. I'm like, I'm there at that place you went with your daughter. I'm in the sea and the Ray with you, which is like, it's a magical place out there.
It is.
I'm suddenly gone into winter and all the layers and the coziness and like maybe an open fire and I think the essence of it all is like, let's talk more about joy. Because you can't help but talk about it and not like get really like sucked in by it. Lean in, like be a joy seeker. Get the joy radar on. And then see what then she gives back to you.
Absolutely.
Right? Amazing.
It's
been gorgeous to talk to you, my darling.
Too. Thank you so much for having
me,
me.
darling. So I've got the gorgeous Lucia with me in a wonderful park, full on with Mother Nature. I'd love to know, my darling, what brings you joy?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. In this lovely park. The beautiful sunshine. Do you know what? There's so many things that bring me joy. I have consciously been designing my life to do things that bring me joy and be aware of the things that bring me joy and stop, because I haven't always done that in life. So yeah, over the last 10 years, I have been consciously creating and being aware, I think, of what things bring me joy. So even the little moments, I always say just watching my cats in the garden, I could sit there all day just watching them. It brings me absolute joy. One thing I've realised that brings me joy this year that I had been missing from my life, I went to a festival I don't know what date, about a month ago. And I was like, I really miss this. I used to do in my 20s a lot of festivals. And then I haven't. I think living away, I lived abroad as well, but the UK festivals, I've done day ones here and there, but actually camping, going for a weekend, just dancing barefoot in the ground, and that brought me a lot of joy. And I remember I went home and said to my husband, we need to do some festivals next year and actually plan them and put them in. So that dancing brings me joy.
Yeah.
I love dancing. I went to a concert on Thursday night. I went to see Daft Punk that were amazing in Hyde Park. And I was just like, I just love this. And the song, Celebrate and Dance So Free.
Yeah.
And the sun was coming down. It was that golden light. And it just had this moment, just like, yes, dancing makes me feel free. And it brings me a lot of joy. I just get lost in music, caught in a trap, no turning back.
I was going to say, I know a song about that.
But yeah, I think the older you get, the simpler the things you really appreciate that bring you joy. Just quality time with friends and family bring me a lot of joy. Being in nature today, being around amazing women who are supportive, being around, I'm very selective where I put my energy, and being around other supportive, positive women.
Oh, hell to the yes.
in groups, doing lovely things like we're doing today. Just nurture me and bring me joy. Traveling brings me joy.
Yeah,
I love going on holiday. I've always been a travel person.
I think it's about consciously creating, isn't it?
It is.
This is the thing.
I think we can go through quickly. We go through life, and we're always doing, and we're not going, actually, this is bringing me joy. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to take a moment. I try to snapshot things. So when I got into photography, was my first love, because I loved capturing that moment. So you'll never get that moment back again. I really appreciated that from a young age. And I think we can go through life, and especially in my 20s and 30s, and you're busy and you're doing stuff. And then the older you get into your 40s and nearly 50s, and I'm like, actually, how much time is there, and what are the things that do bring me joy? And I want to create and design my life to appreciate when you're doing those, because you can be doing them but not appreciating that you're doing them. Actually stop, literally smell the roses. Rather than
relate,
doing and doing. Actually just be. That little bird over there's bringing me joy. Like birds in my garden.
It is about that whole noticing, isn't it? The intentionality of like what is on my joy radar.
That's slang now, isn't it? My J radar. so much J. I don't know why I did an American accent then either. The J radar.
But then like seeing, like eyes wide open, and really noticing. Makes all the difference, doesn't it?
And some things that bring you joy, if it is like I have some guilty pleasures, I don't like the word guilty pleasure now. Really, some pleasures, some really cheesy like videos that I watch. My husband's like, "What the hell are you watching?" I'm like, "But they bring me. I don't know why they bring me so much joy." I'm just like, I don't know what's going to happen. They're really cheesy, but I'm like, it's bringing me joy. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to feel guilty. That's why I corrected myself then, because we're told it's a guilty pleasure when actually
that's old conditioning, isn't it?
Yeah, but actually, if it is bringing you joy, as long as you're not out there murdering anyone, then I always say, do what brings you joy. And, obviously, they're like, but I love murdering people. Lucy said it was okay. It's bringing me joy. I'm like, no, disclaimer, that's not cool.
We have
you know what I mean. Yeah.
I do know what you
Slight
mean.
disclaimer, but you're not bringing harm to anybody else and it's bringing you joy.
Yeah.
Doesn't whatever realm that is, then own it.
And I think I said this with some of the other people I spoke to. It's about U-shaped joyness, isn't it? And I think so often maybe we're looking for what is acceptable.
Yeah.
What other people tell us is, and it's like, gosh, we just like do the things that feel good for us.
I've just realised, because I love letters, joy is Y-O, just J-O-Y obviously, but the Y-O, the J, if that was a U, it's you anyway.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Or you.
Yeah.
You could be you and like you. Put the U in joy. You could be the Ju. The Ju queen. And the Ju queen. I love that.
Oh, Lucia, we could do a whole episode, couldn't we?
About
my darling? Yeah.
Ju.
Thank you so much for sharing, darling.
It's my pleasure. You bring me joy, Kat.
Oh, you bring me joy, darling. Let's be in a
you
big
bring me so much joy.
It's been a juicy joy bubble. I think the biggest thing is like we should just all talk about it, right?
Yeah,
we should all
absolutely.
talk about joy more and more and more because then she goes, I'm going to play more.
Yeah.
So yay to
Yay.
joy.
Yay to joy.
Yay. Thank you, my darling. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm now joined by the oh so gorgeous V, who is, I'm just going to explain. We're in the middle of a park. She is beaming away at me. I can hear the water behind us. The sunlight is dancing on her hair. She looks like this vision of joy and gorgeousness. It's just beautiful. V, I would love to know, what is it that brings you joy, my lovely?
Well, just hearing what you've just said about me has just brought me so much joy. Thank you. Sitting here radiating. That's awesome. For me, it's people and laughter and house music. I've got a few things.
Go for it.
And dancing and walking in nature and watching my children play their sports that they absolutely adore. So there's lots of things that brings me joy.
Yeah. If you had so I love all of those. And if you had to choose the thing that is your go, because to pick a favorite is like really tough, right? But what's the thing that's like your medicine? When you just need, like, because when we're having days that are, like we all have them. This is life.
Yeah.
What saves
Music.
you? What? Yeah. Do you know? I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
100% music.
I could just feel it.
And with movement.
Yeah, and I knew you were going to say that too.
And also I love driving, so music when I'm driving. Right? So music in all different scenarios. But I love to drive. I mean, I've met you guys here. It took me an hour and a half, but it felt like just half an hour. The sun was shining. It was joyous. I had the music. So music for me, just transports me as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know, it feeds the soul, isn't it? And I think in so many ways, and I think a lot of it is evocative of other times, isn't it?
100%.
It just takes
you back.
Yeah.
But you also can be in the moment with it.
Yeah.
It was experiencing new things every time.
Yes. Yeah.
Sunshine and music.
Yeah. I mean, like, as we're sitting here, like I said, there was like, when we sat down and looked at you, I was like, this is just like, summer. We're in summer.
We're literally in the moment.
Mother Nature. In the moment. And like, she's around in so many ways, isn't she? We can hear the little birds tweeting, we can hear that water behind us.
100%.
There's a little rustle with the breeze, and it's just lush.
Yeah.
It's just lush, isn't it?
It is Mother Nature's music.
Yeah. Yes. Mother Nature's music.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've never, I always think about the sounds of Mother Nature, but I haven't ever thought about it as her music.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like she's inviting you to dance with it, isn't
Definitely.
she? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So down for that. Oh my gosh. If let me see, there's a lovely little follow on from this. When you're in that happy place with music, right? Because that was the thing that you went to.
Yes.
Is there a specific like place, space, moment in time that it's, because I know it says it brings different memories. Is there a space where you're often like, yay?
Yeah. I mean, it's in the sunshine. It's in Ibiza.
Right. Yeah. Amazing.
With the energy.
Yeah.
And with all those memories. I mean, I've been going a pretty long time. 92, I think, was my first year. I've
Right.
probably not missed a year
Right.
since. So
Oh my gosh.
many different spaces all over the island.
Yes.
But always just free. And you can't see me now, but
yeah.
I'm just swaying and
she is swaying. Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I am, and I love it. Yeah, just and dance. I mean, obviously here in the UK as well, beautiful festivals that happen, but just front left, you always find me.
Yeah.
Stage left.
Stage left.
Stage left.
I'm a bit of a stage lefter.
Come on.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you.
The whole gang is stage left, so
Right.
we can all find each other.
Yeah, we always need to know, right?
Yeah.
And we have to put the stage bit in, otherwise it's carnage.
Complete
Yeah?
carnage, exactly.
Particularly at somewhere like Glastonbury,
Yeah.
it's like, fuck.
Yeah, so if you're
You're
looking
the
for
other
me,
side.
you think I'm there,
Yeah.
you'll find me stage left.
Yeah. Do you know, like one of my happy, most joyful places was when I lived on Koh Tao, working in diving
Wow.
with my husband.
Amazing. I got dengue fever there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So don't tap into that
No,
memory.
no.
Tap into the water. And
Yeah.
so I'm a real water lover. And as soon as it's like we're sitting here, that water is feeding me.
Yes, of course.
And we both did this guided breath work the other day. We were guided to our happy place that brings us loads of joy. And at the end, we said, "Oh, where did you go?" And we were both at the same dive site
Oh, wow.
in Koh Tao.
Amazing.
And I was like, yes, because these things, these joyful memories, they're in us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whether the music takes us to there,
Yes.
or the breath,
Yes.
or dancing, or lying on the grass and just feeling the earth and looking up the sky,
Beautiful.
takes us to all these different places.
Yeah.
I think the big reminder is joy is in every single cell of our body.
Yes.
We just have to remember to invite her in, right? Get to have a seat at the table.
Yeah, I love
It's
that.
you're always welcome.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's finding the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Oh,
Oh.
I've loved this conversation,
Me
Fee.
too.
Thank you so much, my darling. Amazing.
you, darling.
Bless you, my love.
Cheers.
How beautiful were those conversations, right? I would love you to just check in with your energy right now. Notice how you feel. Do you feel like a lightness listening to them? Did you get some ideas, inspiration? Was there synergy? Was there a reminder? Sometimes we just need a little loving nudge to guide us, towards the things that maybe we've forgotten, that we knew lit us up, and then life gets busy and stuff comes up, and all of a sudden we're not doing that thing. So yeah, have a little listen and see what's coming through. And what I kind of really loved in all the conversations, one, like I was saying before, just seeing their faces as they were talking about joy, which is just such a freeing and expressive thing to be talking about. There was synergy, right? There was synergy, people talked about moving and music and connection and Mother Nature, and always they are places that are such soul givers for me. Sometimes we don't want to be around people, right? So it's finding the places you can go to that are going to serve you and give you that same kind of thing. So it could just be, I need to walk on my own in nature. It could be, I need to catch up with friends, and they will deliver in different ways. We get the hormone oxytocin from connection. It's the hormone of love and bonding, right? But sometimes being around people can feel really overwhelming, right? So then go to Mother Nature and get your happy hormone hit there, But yeah, it's so important for us to understand what's going to lift us, and take the action to do the thing, But what was really, really apparent is every time I asked somebody, they had so many things that they could share. And I think it's important for us to even just spend 5 minutes just thinking about it, Could think about it for like a couple of minutes to start your day. What's bringing me joy today? And just allow yourself to feel it, so you can start ramping up your joy levels and having more of a radar for like what's there and what's possible. So as you're moving through life, like things will pop out at you, a color, a sound, a smell, different things that come into your radar visually, but also in all the other ways that we can receive. I think I think the biggest gift from all of this is allowing, allowing joy, choosing joy, accepting joy, and giving joy the energy that joy deserves. So before we wrap up, we're going to do a final little laughter breath for the season. So you can leave with some joy and notice how you feel, notice what shifts. But what I have learned in the 8 years of laughter yoga is, my goodness me, it unlocks something within. It's way beyond the laughter. So whilst we may just be like, and I put in inverted commas, just laughing together, we're using it as a vessel, as a tool, as a gateway for what's next and what else and what's missing. I hosted a workshop at the weekend, and at the end, somebody came up to me, looked me right in the eyes, big, beaming face, and she went, "Thank you. I haven't laughed like that in 5 years." All right, it's a lot of time, right? And what we do know is time is finite. Like, isn't it incredible that that shifted for her? You know, this is what we get to do when we're putting ourselves in the right spaces and being intentional. And yes, you know, a lot of stuff, didn't share it, but she said a lot of stuff's been going on. I'm like, I totally hear you. I totally get it. We've all been there, right? But isn't it amazing that now that's shifted for her? So this is why I do what I do, right? For conversations like that, because it's needed. So, darlings, let's have 3 beautiful laughter breaths. So, big breath in through the nose and big juicy exhale. Big breath in, big juicy exhale. And again, big breath in, big juicy exhale. And now just one normal deep grounding breath, breathing in joy. Big breath in, big juicy exhale. Notice how you feel. Just check in with yourself. Do you feel fizziness, lightness? Like when you look in a mirror, see if your face looks different, eyes sparkle more, 100%. You can feel the energy in everyone's physiology really shift. So it's a really good cue for you to tune into. So yeah, where can you bring some laughter breaths into your day to help shift your energy, to help shift your mood, to help shift your mindset? It's powerful, powerful stuff. It has been such a pleasure to share this season with you, lovely ones. If this speaks to you, I really encourage you to check out my free space, the Joy Reset. It's monthly, laughter yoga and Reiki, 2 incredibly powerful healing modalities. And my biggest learning from the energy work I do, you don't have to show up for very long to get the shifts that you require, right? So often, like, we use time as the thing as to why we can't do it. And it's a real thing, busyness, right? It's a very real thing. We live in a busy world. However, as much as possible, we want to take ownership of our time and what gets to receive our energy. So have a look at areas where maybe you're losing some time, wasting some time, those little gadgets, our phones, are a huge time suck, So if you could just put your phone somewhere else and go and practice some laughter, you will shift how you're feeling and actually receive a ton more than you're getting from your phone. Phones are like a massive cortisol spikers, and we get this quick bit of dopamine, then it goes, and then we need more, And so coming back to ourselves, to our present, like real time in our body state, that's the gift. That's the gift. The invitation is give Joy a seat at the table, right? She's ready. She's all around us. She's in every single moment of every day, even through the shitty bits. She is there. She's just waiting for the invitation. So pull her up a chair and get her to come and join you. Because once you decide that Joy deserves a seat at the table, once you decide to choose Joy and deepen your relationship with Joy, let Joy be your guide, your teacher, let Joy hold your hand, then God, everything shifts. Everything shifts. Thank you so much, gorgeous soul, for listening in and for being part of this podcast. It comes from my heart to yours always. Season 5 will be back soon, and I can't wait to share some of the incredible guests that I'm going to have on board and some of the juicy conversations that we're going to have. Take care, my loves, and keep living your best life. Lots of love. Thank you so much, gorgeous soul, for listening to this episode of Live Your Best Life. I hope you love listening to it as much as I did creating it. It really is such a joy to share this with you. It would be amazing if you could share the love and tell your friends to have a listen too. And I would be super grateful if you could follow and subscribe to Live Your Best Life so you'll never miss an episode, and rate or review the podcast. In the meantime, darling one, remember how incredible you are and keep noticing those pockets of joy.